today I've prepared a full notebook as to why Apex Legends is falling apart, and we're going to go over what's inside of this notebook. And I had to preface off the very first page, make sure they know Apex is not dying and Apex is just fine, but it doesn't mean that there aren't problems that we need to discuss, and that's what we're bringing in today's video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you guys want a chance to win the $75 weekly giveaway, and if you want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related. Without further ado, no one really cares what else you had to say, JMeyels, because we're trying to go ahead and jump into the video. So you guys may have noticed I haven't uploaded in a couple of days, and it honestly is because there hasn't really been that much going on. A lot of people are talking about very generic topics because there's not a lot of news, there's not a lot of updates, there's not a lot of drama. And in order to get by during dry patches like this one and season first releases, I've honestly thought about trying to incorporate some other videos in my style of like maybe trying to do some of my old documentary style, like Fortnite versus Apex, Apex versus Warzone, what happened to NRG Dizzy, some longer, more well edited and more in-depth videos. I think that'd be pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think. Nonetheless, what I'm trying to get to is that not much has been happening over the last couple of days until literally after yesterday. So much happened yesterday, and a lot of it was specifically in the competitive side of things, and there's a specific reason I believe that is to why. As much as we all know that there is a very obvious competitive side to Apex and a very obvious casual side to Apex, and we know that the player bases are a little bit different, and we know obviously player bases play a little bit different. There's no blurred lines that everyone pretty much knows whenever it comes to being the greatest game of all time, or one of the best games ever, or even the best game right now. It's all about having an established and very well set up esports scene. That's not to say that you can't go without it at all. Obviously, we saw Fortnite still continuously do pretty good despite not really having the World Cup anymore, not having really a ranked system anymore, not having any kind of like competitive environment anymore, no more LAN tournaments. Like, they hadn't done anything good in the last couple of years, and that's why it really wasn't talked about as like the best game ever like it used to be, because Fortnite was taking a back seat. Now they're finally getting back into that. They're adding their whole rank system. They've got some stuff coming up. They got majors, I think they're going to do now. But the truth is, if you want it to be in the conversation of like the best game, you got to have the streamers playing it. You got to get people involved. You got to get people engaged, and a ranked system, a competitive environment is the exact way to do so. Although there is a lot of things going right for Apex right now, there's also a lot of things going wrong, and this is why it's specifically all in the competitive side of things. Just yesterday, the Challenger Circuit number 3 began, where a lot of very good players, sometimes not even that good of players, decide to get really competitive, decide to take this game very seriously, and try their best take at a competitive environment. Well, this year specifically, there has been nothing but non-stop issues because Apex has never found a way to make this game run properly, stop having so many server issues, stop having so many bugs, actually get the lobbies to run like they should. And honestly, what happened yesterday really solidified it for me that Apex is falling off big time in the competitive environment, and that's why a lot of the people are getting frustrated with the state of this game, is because it doesn't seem like we're making any good strides anymore. It was so bad that I had seen pictures of teams actually having their game started with only 10 teams in the lobby rather than 20, because so many people were having connection issues and the servers were lagging out, the servers were bugging. This guy had actually played, and it was so bad for them that they landed, his whole team went into third person mode, they were all bugged out. He comes back to the game and suddenly he's not bugged out at all, but yet his teammate is down, and there's like no way to fight this anymore because they are all screwed. A lot of people were wondering, was this just cheat, or were they like DDoSing the lobby? Who knows what's going on? But nonetheless, there's server issues everywhere, and it seems like there's really no competitive integrity here. Look at what happened to this guy.
If 3-man landed up.
I'm in third person, frozen.
I'm in third person.
Hello?
Did we win?
Did we win?
Dude, we had God Spot.
You died? What? What?
You guys are like frozen in place, right?
We died?
This guy had even sent a DM to one of the managers, their admins over there, VNM, which I think's name is Brett, and they had basically said that there was 3 games in a row where they froze like this, and they weren't allowed to kill anyone, but yet the other teams were killing them consistently. Need I remind you, that admin that he tagged was the exact same guy that Caution tagged, which is another Apex streamer who tried to play in the Challenger Circuit and was told he was not allowed to because of the ALGS rule that was making people be Silver 4, Silver 2, something like that. There had to be a specific rank before they could play, right? And he actually wasn't the rank. He went and got the ring. It was too late. They said he was disqualified. There's nothing he can do, right? Well, turns out they're not listening to their own rules, and the admins are not even trying to fix or help anybody at all. These guys were caught yesterday playing in the exact same tournament as bronze 2s, bronze 4s, and people were commenting everywhere saying, yeah, there was bronze players all in my lobby. You could actually look at some of their ranks that are in your lobby and take an inspect on them, and they were all straight up in the middle of the bronze rank. And yet you're gonna say that you can't let the caution guy play because he's not silver, or because he was silver, he wasn't the right. How did these other guys get to play? Tell me how that's fair, and tell me how the admins are not taking this whole challenger circuit a little bit more seriously. If you're not invited to, like, if you're not a top pro, like if you're not already up there, you're literally just losing brain cells trying to take this game seriously with all the issues that are in it. I mean, it's so bad, even the Twitch chat of a lot of these competitors are just blatantly saying, like, yeah, it's just so pointless to even try to play it now. Let's face it, most of us will never ever see the LCQ, so what's even the point of trying except to just waste your entire weekend being stressed for the no reason the whole time? There's constant issues, there's constant bugs. When you reach out to the admins, they just simply say there's nothing we can do for you. People are not taking it seriously anymore, so bad that this pro player Capra, who had actually qualified for the Pro League for ESA the last time this thing went around, had actually had a situation where he was playing in a challenger circuit squad with Retzi, which is a pretty big player that had played, I believe, for Sentinels for a short time, and then he literally just left them in the middle of their game, left their team, and so the other guy had left as well. So like the guy was playing as a solo, so the guy who's left is 16 years old, and he's like thinking it's funny to say like, oh, I'll do it again. Like, dude, we've got so many immature people that are competing in this. People aren't taking it seriously, the admins aren't taking it seriously, the things are bugging half of the games, people are blatantly cheating inside of the games. Even Light had said there's a cheater in ALGS playing with a rookie ranked seer, but nope, Caution, who played the 2 previous CCs, isn't able to play. This doesn't surprise me one bit. It's just so sad to see the state of the game. Even Tristy was saying ALGS tried to put on a tournament with an ounce of integrity challenge, clinically impossible. I mean, looking at games like Counter-Strike and Valorant and then comparing them to the esports scene over here at Apex is honestly so sad, and I feel like they probably look at us like the degenerate losers that are so much better than us, and honestly they're kind of right. What aggravates me the most is how much potential Apex has. Like, overall, it's just such a good game, like just at its core. If I'm being honest with you, I just think we got the wrong people running this ship. It's like Respawn's driving a Titanic and we've been screaming iceberg for the last 4 years and they don't listen, and they're just running right into it, bro. On top of that, the rank system is probably the most fun it has ever been for the casual player base because it's just simply so easy. And if you thought that getting masters was not that easy at all, and maybe like, oh, I finally got masters after all of these years, this is so fun, good for you. I know you're enjoying it, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be enjoyable, but you got to be objective and admit that this is way too easy. Like, it's really, really bad. Thornton Smash had even tweeted out that Apex Legends currently has 65,513 master and pred players. The total amount for season 16 split 1, which took place in the most popular months of Apex this year, had only 30,000 for split 1. We're only a couple weeks into the season and we're already double that. I think I know the reason the player count just fell, he says. And if you're wondering what he's talking about, Alpha Intel had reported not long ago that despite this being such a quote hype season, and despite there being so many I think reasons to point that why this game may be looking pretty good, we're actually losing players in the game right now, and it looks like player counts have gone down despite there being a brand new season and a brand new legend and a brand new this or that and changes and here blah 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 whatever. It's just not enough. And why is that? Okay, this is the part that might upset you. You might disagree with this, but it's because the truth of the matter is people play games competitively. I'm sure that public matches are probably the most saturated playlist, but when it comes to like consistent players that come back and play every day, the same time every day, multiple hours every day, with the same people every day, those are ranked grinders. Those are people that try to rank up at least a little bit. Those are people that are really trying to push diamond, really trying to push masters or whatever. And because it's so easy, they all got masters, literally double the amount of masters in literally what, maybe 10% of the time of this last season. It's obvious that people feel like they don't have anything to really grind for right now in rank. So what are you even going to play if you want to? Like, as much as people have really enjoyed the rank system on a casual base because it's been easier, I think people are quitting a lot sooner too because it's just way too easy. They're getting the rank that they've never hit before and they thought it was cool and they just gave up because it's like, oh, that's over. They normally spend all season trying to get it or maintain it, and now it's just looking like they're going to be skyrocketing above a rank that they've never received. So you have ranked issues, you've got challenger circuit issues, you've got admins not listening, rules that are being broken, rules that are not being upheld. Overall, the casual standpoint of this game, I would say, is looking pretty good, and I think things are well. But I think what keeps a game together for years and years and years to come is a good esports environment, streamers that are playing in the esports environment, streamers that want to play the game because there's always something to grind for that's actually hard to attain or something. And this is the part of Apex that is really struggling right now. Once again, this is not to say Apex is dying or Apex is blah, 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 whatever. It's none of that. I'm just simply saying that the esports scene, whether you like it or not, whether you want to agree to it or not, just because you say I disagree doesn't mean it changes the fact that the truth of the matter, esports is a very big part of a game's success. It is. Watching this back, that kind of sounded like I was being a douchebag. I'm not trying to be that way at all. Obviously, everybody can have their own opinion, but I think esports is very obviously a big part of a game's success. And Apex has not done the best of jobs at maintaining this. And watching a lot of this stuff from the sidelines, especially now that I've started my ALGS channel and I'm trying to keep up with it a lot more, it's really embarrassing looking at such a successful scene like Counter-Strike's, like Valorant, and looking at how awful ours is. I heard the last 2 challenger circuits got delayed so bad because of server issues that they just decided to start it with a lot of teams not even showing up because the lobbies were glitched. Like, imagine signing up for a tournament and being there on time and then being told that they're just going to start the lobby without you because it just seems like the glitches are too bad and we don't want to get behind on schedule, so we're just going to start it. Like, it's just horrible. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. I know this has been a weird one. I know it's been more of a ramble. I've been trying to do what just kind of seems the most natural, what feels like the, you know, the obvious thing to discuss in a video rather than trying to force things out of nothing. But with the drama that's been happening over the last day, I definitely wanted to make mention of this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators. Also, if you guys want to see some more videos, like I said earlier, of like not just my news style that I do every single day, but like maybe even some more documentary style of like, you know, the best season of all time for Apex, the worst season of all time for Apex, how this Apex Pro changed Apex for history. I don't know, something along those lines where you can just eat, you know, Chick-fil-A and watch something for 30 minutes. Give me some title ideas of things you'd like to see down below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh wait, no, I say later, Gators.